Okay, so here's the 97 Acura Integra GS B18B1. We kind of went ahead and started and everything. We're waiting to get a camera and everything else. So we had to we went ahead and put a lot of it together. The kit's supposed to be a direct bolt-on from CR Racing or CX Racing. Comes with a really nice cast iron manifold. The turbo is a T3 knockoff. I'm guessing Gretty. Then we have the Pro Series intake. Should be able to handle the boost we're going to put through it. We still have to buy the upgrades for the fuel system. Yeah, so the kit was supposed to be direct bolt-on. I guess it was made for a Civic or such, because basically we would have had to delete the ABS system out and reroute it or mount it somewhere else or get rid of it entirely. I don't feel like messing with the brake system or having to relocate and bend all that tubing back into the cab or wherever we relocated to. But so this pipe off the, I guess you call it the cold side of the induction tube, was initially made to route around here. Put this back. And up through here, we would have had to drill a hole or still buy a custom mount to come through that little hole that comes from the manufacturer. That's actually where the stock intake breathed from in the first place, I guess, to try and keep debris out. But you can see it still fit back there. Any weaves or crap like that. The kit allowed us to keep the AC, but we went ahead and decided to delete it. It's not going to be daily driven as much anymore. We are looking for reliability. So, needless to say, some modification has had to go and take place to get the half-size radiator to fit and to get the cold side off the intercooler to mount. And we actually cut out this section here. You see a little piece of hose. We're just figuring out how all that's going to be. But we kind of just made some nicer edges, cut this out. There was a section right here, kind of cut from here all the way over around like that. Cut that out. We still need to pipe in our oil lines. I still got to figure out which side or where to get the feed for the turbo. But so we cut this section out to get the intake to go through. And then in here, I actually cut out part of this front clip in order to get the half mount to fit right down in here. We reused the stock rubber feet off for the bottom. We still need to mount the top guy, but I just need to make a hole, thread it, and tighten her down. And the radiator should be in. All the stock hose will be fine. We did have to replace the upper radiator hose because it was swollen and on the verge of breaking. The last run we did before we started the turbo build, we were coming back from the car show down in Scottsdale, and she actually cracked on us and started hissing and spitting and everything from up here. So somewhere in here it broke. Some of it. It's pretty old. I spoke with Sean about it, and he said it's never been replaced. The fluid was still okay, but it looked like the fluid had been replaced, but it definitely was the stock radiator. We did go and mount. We upgraded the speaker system because it regardless if this is going to be a track car, the noise from the, without having to run a crap ton of dynomat, the noise from the exhaust just, like, it drowns out everything. You would need to run like headphones or whatever like that, but we still want to be able to throw a passenger seat in it and take her down to the car show, take her out on weekends, so she'll still be street legal. So we replaced all 4 of the 6.5s with kickers. We still need to replace the tweeters and the head unit. Sean wants to replace that as well. But we got a 15 with a nice Bach Rockford Fosgate setup. Matching amp P2 15. This trunk gives you issues. But nice little box. And a nice 15. We got our... And we are planning on going full race car. I'm not sure about as far as replacing the windows with Lexane or anything like that. But all these nice little plastics are going to go. We just been having fun with the turbo build and having to modify and get everything to mount up in there. Sean's ordering the brain next week. So we'll finally start to play with that. And then it's the fuel system. And then she'll be ready to go. Yeah, this kit was not direct bolt-on whatsoever. The exhaust dump pipe is going to have to be modified. It sticks out at a downward angle, and the flange needs to be turned probably like 45 degrees to mount up with the Mugen test pipe. I guess I can show you all that. Yeah, Sean he's allowed me to do this build right. Every time he lets me come and like work on a suspension, whatever, like there's no little shortcuts. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna make it fit. We're gonna make it to where I don't have to come back and adjust anything or fix anything later on. As for the quality of this video, I'm sorry if it sucks. Doing it all with a cell phone, but it's supposed to have a really decent camera, so we'll see. Yeah. So this is the Teggy build. So we got a lot of that mocked up. I will probably refit it, everything. We had everything out because I took the grinder and made that nice little pocket. That's going to get lined with rubber as well. Yeah, she's going to be crazy. I can't wait to put her back on the road. Whenever we took her to the track, she was running like, I think our fastest time was a 16.4. We still have the stock slips, or the slips from our stock runs in here. Here's all of our drag times from the Wild Horse Pass. Ooh, that's one of the slower ones. First time I had ever been to a drag strip, all thanks to Sean. This guy's definitely been really awesome to work for. Where's it at? I know we had a 16 somewhere. 16.9. That's one of our... Yeah, she was kind of all over the place that night. 16.5. There's one of them. And there's a Challenger messing with me the entire night. 16.53. Oh, 18. That one must have been bad. Spun it at the line. 16.5. 16.9. 16.8. Yeah, so 16.5, I guess. What, 5.3 was our fastest one? I don't know. Maybe the other one was faster. But yeah. So we do kind of have a standard. She's not going to be put on a dyno tune or whatever. Whenever we get the AEM plug and play brain, all that, she's going to yeah, she's going to be road tuned. It's not ideal, but supposedly the AEM software is supposed to do a lot of the mapping for us or help us. So I don't know, we'll have to figure out somewhere on the dark desert highways to do some fourth gear passes, some 1-to-1 ratio passes. Try and tune her as best we can. It's just gonna have to be real live. I don't know, maybe we can record then. I have to get a bigger SD card for this thing, or maybe get a camera. I don't know. Not too sure how well she's doing. Excited about the head unit. The head unit's gonna go in. Done a lot of work to this girl already. The suspension's pretty much dialed in. I mean, replaced just about every component. I don't know if you can even see in this thing. She's low. There's something in there. I can't see the coilover on that one. But got some really nice adjustable coilovers. Control arm's been replaced. We still need like a bushing kit. Those torque mounts need to be replaced. Engine mounts need to go with poly. We're not going to do inserts. I think we're going to do the billet poly replacements. Whenever she was running with a stock brain, we kept throwing a EGR or evap purge canister failure and kept throwing us into limp mode. So we're gonna have to bust out the good old 10 mil, break loose the battery, reset it. That's how we were actually having to get her home from the car show the same night she blew the radiator. So yeah, I'll have to figure out a way to post the pictures along with this. I'm not too tech savvy. I'm new to the YouTubes, not the watching of them, but just the making of the videos. So yeah, I'll have to keep you guys updated as we go along. Probably going to finish out the radiator today. I'm not going to be able to show the build process. I'm not running around with a camera trying to do it all one-handed like. I could have Sean help, but this is more of a kind of learning experience for the both of us. I do have the knowledge to do it. I just have never got to do it. Everything I got to do was parts replacement and the learning process at the school I went to, which was General Automotive. But we did get a mess with turbos and superchargers and whatnot and dynos. So it's just going to be having to reapply that after a couple of years. Not getting to play with it for a while. But I think she will be great. We actually got it to where the intercooler, everything's going to mount behind the stock bumper mighty nice. And yeah, she's going to be beautiful. She's going to be a little bit sleeper. A little bit. I mean, kind of, besides she's dropped hella. Because we like them drop. That big old tip sticking out the back, I'm sure she's going to choo-choo pretty loud. I love the stickers Sean gets for this thing, man. He gave me a couple and threw on my car. I just rocked the RAV4s. But she 4-wheel drive. I bought her because she needed to be. There's a purpose behind her. She takes me camping. Yeah, so this is where we're at. It's just, I have to give you all a photo or video of after we start mounting some things back up. Till then, y'all have a great day.